Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Chanel price increases and why I'm kind of over Chanel and all of my thoughts about that. Now this video is pretty much unplanned because I just woke up yesterday and saw the news of the price increases, and I was like ranting to some people online and talking to my mom about it, and I've just got so much to say that I thought I would share it with you guys as well. So I'm sorry if this video is like all over the place, and I'm sorry if I say a lot of controversial things, which I feel like I might. I want to talk about quality in this video, and every single time that I talk about Chanel quality, I always get comments saying that like I am ungrateful or hating on the brand or whatever. Honestly, I'm not like trying to be biased or mean or whatever. I'm just letting you know like my thoughts and my opinion from being like a Chanel collector over the years and having a lot of Chanel like in and out of my collection. So just keep that in mind when I am giving you just my opinions. So yeah, if this is the first video that you're joining me on and you've never seen me before, I'm sorry if I seem like a really negative person. I'm usually not. Please go check out my other videos. But if you did like this one, and if you are interested in watching luxury related videos, please subscribe to my channel because I make videos twice a week. Alright, so let's just get the basic things out of the way. So this isn't like an official announcement or anything, but there have been rumors circulating around for the past couple days that Chanel is going to do another price increase, which Chanel does price increases every single year. It's not like that. I mean, I was gonna say it's not that big of a deal, but honestly it is every single time because they raise their prices like really astronomically, and every single time it seems more and more out of reach. But this time in particular, it just seems so crazy to me. I think it's just because they already had like 2 price increases last year, even during COVID, and I thought that was crazy already, but still, like I didn't feel the need to make a ranting video about this. But then this year they're raising everything by 12.5%. Now, like I said, this is a rumor, but all of the rumors that ever happen about Chanel price increases always come true. So I think it's just like people with insider information just letting the public know before it actually happens. And this price increase is rumored to start on July 1st, so very, very soon. Alright, so I'm going to give you like the expected prices of some of the Chanel pieces that are going to be increased in July, and I'm getting all of this information from PurseBop. They're usually a really reliable source, so I expect that the actual prices will be something along the lines of this. So like I said, Chanel is expecting a 12.5 increase, and that is going to be on their classic bags, which the classic bags are already very expensive. I complain about this every single year. But this year is even more ridiculous. Let me read these prices to you. So the small classic flap currently is $6,200, which I don't even want to get into how freaking crazy I think that is. When I bought my Chanel classic flap small in the iridescent 2 years ago, it was $5,000, and that was still expensive to me. Anyway, so the expected price for the Chanel small classic flap is now going to be $6,975 before tax. That means it's over $7,000 after tax for a small. Like, the classic medium flap right now is $6,800, so it's going to be raised to $7,650. The classic jumbo flap is currently $7,400, and it's going to be $8,325 after the price increase. $8,000 before tax! I've never been this passionate about anything on this channel before. I'm literally just like, the whole video is just gonna be me being like freaking shocked because I can't believe it. And so some of the other stuff on here is the Chanel 19, which isn't going up that much, I guess. It's $5,100 now, and it's going to be $5,600. And then the classic Chanel boy medium is $5,300 right now, and prices are expected to increase to $5,900. Honestly, I don't even really like the boy bag that much, so that doesn't really matter to me. And the Chanel 19 bag, I mean, it's really annoying that it's, you know, increasing 10%, but I still feel like it's not anywhere near as upsetting as the classic prices going up so much. I bought my Chanel Jumbo in 2019 and I paid about $6,000, I believe, after tax for it. And now that it's going to be, you know, $8,000 before tax, my mind, like, I can't even like fathom that information right now. So what do I think about these price increases? Obviously, I'm, you know, shocked and upset or whatever, but also that's not even like the whole story. Like, if Chanel was increasing their prices and the quality of their items were staying the same, like, I wouldn't even be as upset as I am today. But just from the unboxings that I've done this year and, you know, in the past 2 years where I've been trying to buy Chanel in store brand new, I've just found that I'm not happy with their quality lately. And this is where people are going to fight in the comments, I think. But this is just my opinion, okay? Like, I've been buying Chanel for many years. I have bags that are, you know, vintage from like 30 years ago. I have bags that are vintage from 15, 16 years ago. And I have new bags. So I have a lot of things to compare. And I do feel like genuinely Chanel quality is going down, especially in the classic flaps. Now, I want to talk about the classic flaps first, but then I also want to talk about some of the seasonal items because I do believe that it's a hit or miss kind of situation. Like, some of the seasonal items are still really good and high quality, and also some of the classic flaps are also still good and high quality, but let me explain what I'm trying to say. Alright, so most of the seasonal colors in the classic flaps, so we're talking like classic medium, classic jumbo flap, classic small flap. This is what I'm talking about when I'm referencing classic flap. So in the caviar leather in particular, the classic flaps used to be like this kind of caviar where it's a little bit like, it's not as bumpy and it's like pressed down. I don't know if you can tell, but I will actually show you what it looks like in comparison to like a new flap. So this one is my cocoa handle, and as you can see, the grains are like bumpier. Can you see how like the grains in the classic flap are flatter? So this is the difference, alright, in between the two different caviar leathers. Now, in my personal opinion, I think that this is superior to this because when you touch this, even though it's caviar, it feels really luxurious. It feels like, you know, really beautiful leather. It feels like it's so smooth and like, I don't know what it is, but even though it's pebbled, it still feels very, very luxurious. Now, granted, this is a cocoa handle. It's not a classic flap, but they've been making classic flaps with this leather. And I know people get so defensive about it in the comments because they also like the feel of this leather. But I'm telling you, like, if you compare it to the leathers that they used to have, this is from 2004, it just doesn't feel as nice. This feels plasticky and compared to this caviar leather right here, and I don't know why. I just feel like the quality isn't as good. Whenever I hear people get defensive about this in the comments, I just think that maybe they're not like able to compare the two different types, or they haven't been able to see it side by side. But I don't know, I just feel like this kind of caviar isn't as good as it once was, and they've been making every single caviar bag in this type of caviar leather. Now, the only exception is that I've seen black classic flaps and beige Claire classic flaps, like the only two classic colors of Chanel. They still do make the caviar leather like this. So in that sense, I think that that quality is still there, but every single other bag that's in caviar leather, I would say, is just not worth that price tag. It's just way, way, way too much. Not to mention that before they used to do like gold plated hardware, which I'm pretty sure they don't do anymore. I mean, you can kind of see the difference. Like, this one is just way, way more yellow, and all of the like gold hardware now is more of like a champagne yellow. It's not plated in like anything real. Now, I know that's not confirmed, and I know some people will say that, oh no, they've been using the same like kind of materials and they haven't changed anything, but honestly, you can see the difference. You can physically see that this one is not the same as the new ones. So yeah, I just feel like the quality isn't there for the amount that they're raising the prices. Now, I know I was just talking specifically about caviar, and I will say that Chanel lambskin, I do feel like has stayed the same quality. I feel like nothing has really changed too much with lambskin, but I don't buy lambskin pieces very often anymore, so I can't like tell you, you know, from my personal experience that nothing has changed. The last lambskin bag that I have is from 21S, and that is my Chanel Scrivener, and I don't really see that much of a difference in quality between that lambskin bag and some of my older Chanel lambskin. So I don't know about that, but just the caviar that has been releasing, which, you know, they've been releasing a lot more caviar, I feel like, because it's just more popular. I just don't think that the quality is there. Now, what I will say is that some of the seasonal bags, I think, is still okay. Like the Chanel vanity case, for example, that I reviewed not too long ago for my friend Alice. So she bought that through a personal shopper and paid a premium price, but I believe that in the store, that bag was about $1,800. So I think that bags like that, where it's like special and like the quality is still there because it wasn't in caviar leather, and you know, being priced at $1,800, I think that that is still okay for Chanel. So if anything, I'm probably never gonna buy a classic flap ever again from the store, but I will still keep an eye out for the really unique, you know, seasonal pieces that I like and that I think still is great quality. So that is kind of where I'm at with Chanel right now. I honestly think that it's a piece by piece basis and not everything is made the same, which, by the way, that kind of like sucks because, I don't know, you would think that a brand as exclusive and luxurious as Chanel would like make all of their items all the same excellent quality. I just, in my opinion, they just do not. Another point that I wanted to bring up is that I think it's crazy that Chanel prices are like more than Hermes prices right now. Like I've never gotten a Kelly or Birkin in store, obviously, but I do believe now they're literally neck and neck, like about the same price. Not to mention the fact that other Hermes bags that aren't the Kelly and Birkin are way lower than even like the non-classic Chanel bags like the Chanel 19 and the Chanel Boy. For example, I believe like the Picotin and the Garden Party, those are like around $2,000 if I'm not mistaken for like the smaller sizes, and that just makes so much more sense to me. Like I know I've said a lot of negative things about Hermes in the past, but as I've been spending more time in their store and looking at more things, I do feel like their quality is still the same. Like it's still really, really, really high quality, especially for the price that you're getting. So while maybe a Chanel Jumbo flap and an Hermes Birkin may both be around $8,000 or whatever, I would take the Birkin any day because it's just way higher in quality than the Chanel classic flaps nowadays, especially in caviar. And Hermes has just got this thing about them where they care about their quality over like everything, I guess. And I don't know, this probably is going to be controversial too, but I still love Chanel and the way that the classic bags look, but if I'm going to be paying that much money, I want the quality to be there too. And although I probably am still not going to like go crazy with Hermes or anything just because my style is so specific, I do appreciate that more about that brand than I do with what Chanel is doing. Does that make sense? I'm not totally jumping on the Hermes bandwagon or anything, but as I learn more about the brand and slowly collect more items, I'm just appreciating their attention to quality a lot more. Oh, and one more thing that I did want to talk about briefly is a lot of people always talk about how the price increases affect the secondhand luxury market. So I do believe secondhand is going to go up as well, probably not as drastically as it has in boutiques, but I feel like you can expect classic flaps secondhand to, you know, have their prices raised as well. I would not shop at places like Fashion File when it comes to bags like that where they're already expensive in store, because places like Fashion File and other like bigger corporations, they tend to mark up their prices for the pre-loved market. Now, I shop at Fashion File all the time. I love buying bags from there, but I've never bought like a classic flap or anything. So if you are looking for something on the pre-loved market, I would check Instagram, go to smaller consignment stores, and I do feel like you can still find ones that are in a lower price tier than the ones from the boutique, but it's still gonna be expensive. All right, I'm so sorry for that whole rant, but yeah, that is kind of where I'm at right now. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Please keep it civil down there. I just want a discussion. And if you have any like personal experience yourself about the quality and everything, please let me know in the comment section down below as well. I hope that we can like kind of share our experiences with each other, and everybody's gonna make their own decision about whether they still love Chanel or they're gonna still buy from them. them or whether they have walked away from the brand. Like, everybody has their own opinion. So for me, I'm still going to keep an eye out for, you know, some more I hate saying that, some more affordable like seasonal pieces, but I think I'm totally just done with all of the classics, and I'm really happy that I still have the classic, medium, and jumbo in my collection. I just don't think I'm going to be adding any more, at least straight from the boutique. Alright, and before I go, I just wanted to mention June's giveaway. I believe this is the last video where you could enter the giveaway. For the month of June, I'm giving away this from Slmissglam. This little kit just features this beautiful natural glam eyeshadow palette. I've been using this palette pretty much every day since I got it. I think it's really great for everyday wear and for going out. Now all you have to do is leave this emoji in the comment section down below. You can comment in all of my videos that I've uploaded in June and leave this emoji in a comment. Please also make sure you're leaving your Instagram username in the comment as well. You do have to be subscribed to me here on YouTube and following me and Slmissglam Beauty on Instagram. And alright, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I'm so sorry I kind of went off on a tangent, but you know what? I think it needed to be said. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!
I told you I'm not yours anymore. No, I'm not yours. So why you trying to hold on when I'm not there?